everybody, today I have Ella with me. We're gonna do a kind of bronzy, glowy makeup look. So here we go.
Yay!
To start with, I'm gonna use a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation. I'm just gonna start in the center of the face. I'm gonna do the skin more like I would do if I'm doing like an editorial. Dewy, sheer. I don't want it to be full coverage. I just want it to kind of look like skin. Is my hand just like in front of your whole thing? If you're ever doing a makeup look like this and you feel like you've got a little too much foundation to start with, you can always have a beauty blender standing by. That'll take away a little excess and help blend it into the rest of the skin.
No, it does feel super light. Because for me, I'm either not wearing makeup or I have like concealer.
Yeah.
And I just like dab the spots that I don't want to be seen.
Like,
no, I completely
working
agree.
in the industry, photographers always like, I can see makeup, you have to take it off.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Used to like,
kind of like,
being like, here's some moisturizer.
Right. And like some chapstick, yeah. What are we going to do with the eyes?
Bronzy.
Right.
Sultry,
yes.
smudgy situation.
Okay, love.
It's kind of like you put your makeup on perfectly the night before.
And then you wake up a little.
And then you woke up because you didn't take your eye makeup off. Don't do that, by the way.
But it's still sexy.
Not that we've ever done that.
That's the look we're going for.
I'm going back in with a little bit of NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm going to leave the skin there for now. I might come back at the end and do a little bit more concealing or re-concealing. I'm not going to powder yet. For the brow, I'm going to use Lingering Brow Pencil from MAC. And I like to do little hair stroke movements through the brow. If you want to kind of go against the hair, you can actually do that, and then once you brush through, it kind of separates it so it looks normal again. After the pencil, I'm going to go back with Legendary Brows from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the color Linda. So this is just going to give us a little bit more texture back into the brow.
Is that just a brush?
It's a teeny tiny little...
Oh my god. Oh, that's so cool. There we go.
So to start on the eye, I'm going to start with Teddy Eye Pencil from MAC. If your eyeshadow gets creasy or your eyelids get oily, you can start with an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to start all the way in the inner corner. Scribble it along the lash line. It doesn't have to be precise because we're going to blend it. I'm going to bring it out just about right there. Because we're going to kind of draw the eye out a little bit. So to connect this outer corner, inner corner also. All the way along the lower lash line. And then I'm going to blend that. I'm starting on the bottom because this brush is clean, and if I start on the top, you might have a little bit too much product to blend the bottom, if that makes sense. If you need to add a little bit more on this outer corner, you can. Sometimes I'll make like a little, almost like a little triangle notch, and then just blend that back. So on top of that pencil, I'm going to put kind of a warm brown color close to the lash line. And this is a matte shadow. Barely tapping that color. This is an Inglot eyeshadow palette that I made, by the way. I'll put the actual color in the description box. Then on a fluffy brush, I'm going to take this color, and I'm actually just going to go around the edges of the eyeshadow I put on before. If you want to take a little bit of that same color on a smaller brush, right in this little U in here, I'm not necessarily going on the corner of the eye, it's right beside it. We'll curl eyelashes. For mascara, I'm using the Velvet Noir mascara from Marc. On the bottom, I'm going to use Feather Noir, which is a tiny baby one. Just because I feel like you can get the smaller lashes better. It's a good time to go back and clean up under the eye a little bit if you need to. Other one.
Okay.
I'm setting the foundation and concealer with just Mercier translucent powder. More through the center of the face because I want to keep that glow through the rest of the face. On top of the cheekbones, I'm going to use a cream highlighter from Marc. It's called, I'm like, don't look at her. It's called Spotlight. And I'm just going to tap that anywhere I want a little extra radiance, so obviously the cheek's always a good place. A little bit down the center of the nose. Cute spot. Totally didn't put highlighter on your other cheek.
I know, I was like,
You only want highlighter on one side of your face at all times.
It's the new thing. And then just work that angle the whole night.
And then just show that side of your face. I should make sure that I say if you put too much powder before you do this, it's gonna look patchy. I didn't actually put a lot of powder on the cheek. This is still fresh skin here. I'm gonna also use a cream blush. And don't be afraid to put it sort of high on the cheek because it almost looks like where you might get a little sun. And it's going to blend in with that cream highlight. and just give you a nice glowy, fresh blush of color. I'm going to go back with a tiny bit of bronzer. This is Laguna from NARS. I'm using that same powder brush that I used before. And even though you can't see the forehead, I always like to put a little on the temples, and I would put it across the forehead. In Laguna, you can actually do a little bit of shaping with because it's pretty cool tone. It's not too warm. So if you just use it on a nice soft brush like this, you can get a little bit of shape on it. For the lip, there's been some lip balm soaking in the whole time we've been doing makeup. Put lip balm on before you start, and then just your lips will be nice and soft by the time you get to your lips. I'm going to trace the whole lip with this lip liner from Marc Jacobs called Nudist.
So smooth. It's like butter.
Yeah.
So nice.
I'm going to do a lipstick from NARS called Barbarella.
I don't want to take this makeup off for like 3 days. Which is really disgusting.
We talked about this.
I know.
Welcome to New York.
Yay!
Guys,
I love it.
if you want to see Ella modeling and also taking photographs, because she's an amazing photographer. Photo
Photo taker.
You can follow her at, what's your Instagram?
Ella May Weisskamp. You should probably just put in the description.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it in the description box anyway. So you guys go check her out. And until next time, thanks, bye. See you later.
You.
Subscribe.
Thank you, Kale. Mwah.